everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating 3 different eyeshadow looks using one of my favorite new holiday eyeshadow palettes. Not only is this eyeshadow palette gorgeous, but it is really, really affordable. And the 3 looks I will be doing tutorials on include this one right here, which is, yes, a little bit more dramatic, but this is the kind of palette that you really have to have fun with. And the palette I'm using is the beautiful new BH Cosmetics Naughty 30 color eyeshadow palette. Look at how big this thing is. And it retails for only $29. And you can use your Ulta coupon if you have one for either 20% off, or sometimes they have the $5 off of $15 coupons. Actually, I feel like they always have that coupon. And then sometimes BH Cosmetics does 20% off as well. I've heard a couple people say that they've already purchased this from BH Cosmetics with 20% off. I have posted a couple of Instagram photos already using this palette. I knew I wanted to purchase this palette the second I saw it featured on, I think it was Trend Mood on Instagram. She's one of the accounts that shows all of the latest or upcoming beauty releases. And one look at the photos, I was sold. I didn't even really need to see swatches because I have been using and raving about BH Cosmetics eyeshadows for so long. I love, love, love the Love in London eyeshadow palette, the Beautiful in Barcelona eyeshadow palette. They're all called, I think, 16 color palettes. Some of the other BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes I've tried in the past that have the round eyeshadows, I haven't been as impressed with those, but the pans like this, whew, they are so good. I will say though, that they do have quite a bit of kick up and fallout. Now the kick up I don't personally mind so much because they remind me of Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows in that they're just very soft, but that makes them very richly pigmented and blendable and just, I think, really easy to work with. So I don't mind the kick up. Now as far as the fallout goes, I don't really love that. You definitely want to do your eyes if you're using this palette before your foundation. I am one of those people that usually will apply my foundation and concealer first and then go start my eye makeup, but with this, you really want to do your eyes first and then clean up, which you'll see demonstrated in the little mini tutorials you're going to be seeing. So there are 2 more festive, dramatic looks, but I am including one more toned down look for those of you that might not be into bold color and glitter, or perhaps just want the option for something a little bit less dramatic from the palette. So let's jump into look number 1. So for this look, which is the one I'm wearing in the intro and outro, I began with the shade Frosting and just buffed that into my crease as my transition shade. And then using a smaller flat brush, I went into Santa Baby and packed that on my lid and also into the crease. The first shade, Frosting, I blended that a little bit above my crease because I have hooded eyes, so I don't have a really defined crease. So I take the eyeshadow up a little bit higher. So then Santa Baby, as you saw, went all over the lid. And now I'm just going right into Chestnuts. I'm not using any glitter glue or any damp brush. I'm just using my finger, and look how beautiful this is. The glitter shades in this palette remind me so much of the corner sort of eyelid topper shade that are in Charlotte Tilbury quads, but these are far easier to use. And then once I applied Chestnuts, I went in with the shade Brick and really focus that on the outer corners of my eyes. And I am back to loving a liquid winged eyeliner again. I stopped doing it for a while because I was just really struggling with having my wings come out even or just looking good, and then suddenly my skills have come back and I think that I did an okay job here. I am going to be completing the look with these lashes from House of Lashes. They are the Noir Fairy Light. And for the finished look, I did add the Urban Decay 24/7 Eye Pencil in Love Drug to my waterline. For this next look, I had to use this beautiful shimmery mint shade, but I started off by dipping my brush into both Mulled and Secret Santa to create the perfect transition shade. Once again, just going back and forth in my crease. And with a small, flat, dense brush, I'm applying meringue to my brow bone. Using a damp brush, I am applying the shade Very Merry, and this color is just stunning. If you use your makeup brush dry, it's going to be a subtle shimmer, but if you use it damp, as you're seeing here, it becomes much more vibrant. And then I also applied a little bit of the darker green shade called Mistletoe right next to Very Merry, but I'm leaving the outer corners free for the darker shade that's coming next. I'm using Yuletide, which is a matte reddish brown, and I'm packing that on the outer corners and blending it lightly into my crease. I'm also running the shade along my lower lash lines using a flat top brush. Then I'm going back in with Yuletide and darkening up the corners a bit more. Next, I'm using the shade Coal, which is a matte black for a soft winged eyeliner. And here's the final look without lashes or mascara because I forgot to come back and film that, but I did get some footage later on with my iPhone in natural light. For this final all matte look, I began by using a dark brown smudgy eye pencil. This one is from Makeup by Mario, but you can use any brown eyeliner as long as you can smudge it out like I'm doing here. Next, I used the shade Hot Cocoa to further smoke out the liner and darken it, also extending it into a wing. Then again, because of my hooded eyes, I have to pay special attention to the area around the fold of my eye so that the wing doesn't look jagged or patchy. Now use any fluffy brush in the shade Misbehave and buff that into the crease and slightly above. Then I applied the matte ivory shade Meringue to my lid and also to my brow bone. Then I touched up the liner just a bit. And finally, I ran the same shade that I applied to my crease along my lower lash lines. By the way, I did use an eyeshadow base before all of these looks, and the shadows lasted all day without fading. All right, I really hope you enjoyed seeing those 3 mini eye tutorials using the BH Cosmetics Naughty Palette from their Holiday 2020 collection. Pick it up before it sells out. I cannot wait to play around with this palette some more. I definitely think it's worth the $30, or as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you have a coupon or if you buy it during a discount promotion time, I just think it's worth every penny and I love it. All that said, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. I do try to upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under the exact same username. It's all pretty easy to remember. It's just Risa Does Makeup. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.